we are. We collected quite a bit of dandelion flowers. I chose this day because it's been sunny whole day. It was a little bit on the windy spot, so there were not that many insects, actually very few insects that I could see. If you're concerned about cleanliness, you could rinse off your flowers, but since I was collecting in a really ecologically clean place, there was no dust, no dirt, and literally no insects. As you can see, nothing is even crawling right now. So I would like to preserve my pollen, all this little pollen dust as much as I can. So I fill it up in my pot. I will fill it up with water. Today I will not cut away the petals. If you would like to make like we did last year, honey, dandelion honey, so you could cut away all the yellow petals and remove the green part. I'm going to leave my green part today, so it would not be as pure and as yellow as the last year, but it still would be healthy and maybe even healthier because all the green parts also collect wonderful benefits. Now I'm going to add 1 lemon cut up, then 1 orange, and I already added about 3 to 4 cloves as well. Now fill it up with water, bring it almost to boil, so don't let the water boil. Then reduce the heat to simmering condition and let it simmer to 20-25 minutes. When you see that the water gets nice and yellow, that absorbs all the nutrition from your dandelions, you could sift it through, strain it. You could use cheesecloth, could really squeeze it out, so get all your liquid out of the flowers. And after that, you make your syrup. However, you could leave your dandelion water as it is and drink it as tonic without adding any sugars. While it's the season, so drink it as much as you can. If you want to preserve it, you can marinate your dandelions. People marinate it and use it in salads afterwards. You could use sugar, honey. You could use honey. Just collect your dandelions, fill it up your jar, and cover it up with honey and keep it in refrigerator for a month or so, and from time to time shake your dandelion honey, so this way your honey will absorb also dandelion flavors. You could make dandelion oil, basically the same principle. Get your flowers, get your clean jar, fill it up with your flowers, then add your oils. It could be, if you would like, you can add extra virgin olive oil, and you could use then that end result for your salads, or you could use just a regular like sunflower oil, canola oil. And then after you keep it in a dark place, your dandelion full of jars, your jar full of dandelion flowers and oil, fill it up with oil. You can keep it for 3 weeks in a dark spot, shake it from time to time, and then you strain it, and then that oil you could use topically. If you have some skin problems, if you have your joint pains, people say it works really well for your joints and your skin conditions. So we can make all kind of great stuff. Right now it's perfect season to collect your dandelions and make oils, make your extracts, make teas. Just boil it, just pour some boiled water over your flowers, let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, and then drink that water, drink your tea. This is great for your immune system, for your joints, for all the way your health, for your skin health. So just basically this is literally a great way to support your whole body. And I am going to make my Now probably it's like a syrup, so I'm going to make my favorite dandelion syrup. After several, probably an hour, it took a whole hour to make our dandelion syrup. I didn't put too much sugar this time. I'm going to use pretty much right away, and want to show the difference. This syrup I made it a week ago, and I did remove the green part and I used just the yellow flowers, the yellow petals. And today we made it as a whole flower. As you can see, the color is pretty much identical. The difference is in your flavor. The one we made today as a whole flower with all the greenery, it has more bitterness. So if you don't mind that bitterness, you can make as a whole flower, and it's actually more beneficial because that bitterness helps to remove the parasites from our system. So that's why also it's great to eat your raw flowers. So eat the leaves, add to your salads, and of course the root system we do it maybe after the flowers would stop blooming, so you can collect and the roots when they spray the seeds afterwards. Then you could safely remove the roots. Then we don't kill the plant, because all the babies will fly away, so all the seeds will go all over the place. And we could remove the root and dry it, wash it, dry it, and then use it as your coffee. You know, it's really great benefits, and tastes really awesome if you add to your coffee. If you grind your morning coffee, just add some pieces of that dried root, and great addition to your coffee. Also add a little bit of the dry pine needles. Also tastes really great. So syrup, awesome. It tastes great right now for your immune system, just flavorful, really unusual. This oil I made also with dandelion flowers. They're about 3 days old, so you could see the color. Yeah, the old label, I just kept it. It doesn't come off so easily. In any case, so I would keep it for 3 weeks in a dark spot, my oil. If you want, you can after a week or two could remove the flowers. They will get already more brownish, and refill it with fresh flowers. This way you can get more enhanced and more beneficial. So I used just regular sunflower oil to fill it up. In this jar I used honey. Basically I filled up jar with flowers, raw flowers, fresh flowers, and then mix it up with honey. I used local honey, which is great for people, especially who got the asthma problem. Anyway, for this oil, for this honey, you need to keep it in cold place. Keep it in your refrigerator. If you do the oil, you keep it just in a dark, warm spot somewhere in your cupboard. But with honey, you keep it in refrigerator, otherwise it gets spoiled and you don't get the maximum benefit. So this is also really awesome. Keep it in refrigerator for about a month, could even longer. And when you see the flowers get dark and brown, then you just sift it through, maybe through the cheesecloth, and keep your dandelion flavored honey. And now guys, I would like to share with you my personal favorite drink with dandelion syrup. So I prepared already just a little bit freshly squeezed lemon. This syrup I made it last week. This is just with the flowers. Had some technical difficulties. My cork just separated, so I had to be careful when I removed it. Anyway, this is my syrup from last week. So you pour whatever, however you want. If you don't want too sweet, just a little bit, and then you add your sparkling water. I'm using Gerolstein. It doesn't have much flavor like San Pellegrino is a little bit salty, but Sprudel is. But you could use any mineral water. Just add to your glass. And this is, guys, healthy and much better than any Coca-Cola you drink. Very refreshing, really great, and wonderful for your health. And I thank you for your time. I hope you're going to also preserve your dandelion flowers, eat dandelion leaves, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.